All right, so the Earthquakes played the LA Galaxy in El California Clasico, and I don't think it really takes rocket science to see that the Earthquakes are just not having a good year. They had one goal in this game. It came in the 82nd minute, but the game was far over by then because, the Galaxy had a 3-goal lead at that point, but, it was 3-1 final, so, I guess good to see San Jose get a goal. So basically, first goal came from Javier Hernandez Balcazar. He actually had 2 goals in this game. The first 2 goals were by him. Great game for him. I mean, he's just a talented player. I mean, not the biggest soccer fan, but I can just tell that he's just a very good player. So, yeah. Basically, that first goal came in the 11th minute. He then wouldn't score for another 39 minutes in the second half. In the 50th minute, he scored. However, the San Jose Earthquakes had an own goal. Florian Junkworth had a own goal in the 70th minute, which I guess with hindsight didn't really matter considering they lost by 2, but still kind of annoying. And the only goal for San Jose came in the 82nd minute, which was the last goal of the game by Cade Cowell in the 82nd minute, like I said. So now the San Jose Earthquakes are 10th place in the West, which is, there's 13 total places, so not the worst, but nowhere near the best. Seattle Sounders are just having a great game, or a great season so far. They're technically undefeated. I mean, they did tie some games, but they haven't lost yet. But yeah, just a game where, that they want to get back. I mean, this is like the California rivalry. It's an important game, but, the season is just not going well so far. And it's funny that the Earthquakes lost because they had 63% possession, which is a very big difference. That means the Galaxy only had 37%. The Earthquakes also had close to double the amount of passes, so more ball movement for them. 600 passes opposed to 361. Pass accuracy was not near perfect, but close to perfect. Then in relation to the Galaxy, and they had 89% pass accuracy opposed to 80 for the Galaxy. Fouls were a problem for both teams, but nothing too crazy. 13 shots apiece for both teams, and 3 shots on goal for both teams. So I guess the Galaxy made 2 out of the 3 because they got that own goal, and the Earthquakes made 1 out of the 3 on-target shots. But each team had 13 goals each, so 13 shots each, not goals. 13 shots each, which is a pretty fair amount. But not a good one. And you look at our schedule coming up. Gonna play some a little bit tough schedule coming up if you're looking at who we're playing. I think the problem is the coaching is not. I've heard a lot about the coaching not being completely adapted to the situation. And I just think the Earthquakes need to turn it around. They're gonna play Minnesota next game and then Colorado. So gonna go on a little bit of a road trip, which should be pretty interesting. And I just hope they can turn it around. I mean, like I said, it's just not watching their games. It's like not necessarily fun anymore because last year it was a fun season. I actually watched a decent amount when they they made the playoffs and everything. This year it's just like I feel like the Earthquakes kind of give up, and they're playing the Galaxy, who are a good team, but they're not amazing. So I think they could have won this. I mean, the Galaxy are third right now, and they're actually having a pretty good season. But generally, they're not. And I think we should have won this. And, yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. We're playing Minnesota next game. And Minnesota, is 5th. So, not the best team, but they're kind of middle of the road. So let me know your guys' thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Go Earthquakes.